Hi Aries, this is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss with your September 2017 mini tarot reading. Let's take a shuffle here and see what's coming up for you, Aries. Please remember this is a general reading, and if you'd like one just about you, stop by my website at www.soulstarbliss.com. Get yourself an appointment and we'll get something set up for you. Let's take a look here. Also, you may want to you may want to check your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. I continue to get those beautiful comments and emails. Thank you for those, saying that some connect with all three. Some, it's just one, but that's okay too. It says that some of you that have been apprenticing or working towards something new at work. Maybe you're waiting for a promotion. Maybe you're waiting for a time frame where you will be rewarded. It says your apprenticeship is over regarding work, and that's a good thing. It says that you've learned a lot, and I feel, of course, that's not for everybody, but it feels like there's going to be a pay increase or a possible promotion for some of you, and this is a good thing. It says your wants, wishes, and daydreams are very important here. It says if you've put them away in the past, maybe you should take a look at them and make sure you're on the right path to get some of those too, because you certainly are entitled to them. It says that a lot of you have been getting regarding the work in general, it says if you haven't, check your messages. If some of you have been applying for jobs or looking for work, make sure you check your messages, because real messages are going to be important, whether that be phone, Gmail, email, however you get them, it will be important. It says it's important too this month not to give your power away. And how we do that is we say yes when we mean no. You're going to have some choices to make. You have the Two of Swords, which is awesome to me. If I have to make choices, that would be the card that I would like to have, because the Two of Swords to me says if I choose to go right and I should have went left, I still get to. I just either get there sooner or not quite as quickly. So if you have choices to make and you have all of the information, make the best choice you feel is right for you. And I'm not saying that's for everybody, but it says if you don't do anything, nothing's going to change. It says some of you, if you have some legal situation that you're feeling all alone on, that's going to continue some more. Talk is needed. Counsel is needed. Maybe it's a lawyer. Maybe it's just a mediator, something like that. And again, everybody's not in court, but those of you that are, I think, are going to be content or see that some things are going your way. The delay that is going to pay off. Not pay off. Well, maybe it is pay off. It just says because of a delay that has been before, I don't think the delay is going to continue. You're going to get some answers that you're seeking. It says what you learn now, you're going to take and put into practice in more ways than one. And that's not with the court thing. This is a separate thing. It says just those of you that have done some book learning, some on-the-job training, something where someone has taught you something, even if it's you've learned it from a book by yourself, this is going to help you in some way. In fact, more ways than you realize. Another two means gating in the midst of change. Things are going to be going up and down, up and down. And in a way, it's kind of cool because everything can't stay the same. That means no matter how bad things are, please know that things will change. But remember, too, when things are great, everything seems to be like a circle. And when that happens, remember, it's going to continue and it is going to change. It says, do what you wish for. Those of you that are in a relationship and seem to have some disagreements, talk about them. Get them on the table. Those of you that are single and are trying to move forward and meet somebody, you got to put yourself out there to meet people or be with places where people are. Maybe somebody knows somebody that wants to introduce you, or maybe there's somebody at work you want to see. It just says, a little more talk would help with that. It says those of you that are feeling sad inside, like dark night of the soul, and that's some pretty dark stuff. That's sadness from the past. Don't let that sadness from the past overtake your present happiness or your present, things that you want to do. It says, whatever this is, if you could deal with it the best you can, but you can't just keep shoving it down. It's going to have to sooner or later be acknowledged and let go, acknowledged and forgiven, acknowledged and whatever, and that'll all be in your time. It says nobody, people grieve until they're done. People, deal with pain the best they can, or they stuff it down. And I'm just saying that it may be popping up this month. Do the best you can. Maybe it's time to let it go if you can, or acknowledge, and again, it doesn't have to be forgiven and forgotten, but it certainly would be a good time to let go. Alms dispensed with justice means if you're planning on taking a trip or wanting to do something for you and your family, if you have to save the money, but those of you that have saved the money, now is a good time to do that. And I think things will fall into place for some of you that are wishing to take a journey, take a Take a trip. Maybe you're going to explore some place that you think you would like to live. It says money will be supplied for that, or you've put money away for that. Somehow those of you that are wanting to do this are going to have, a lot of you are going to have the money that you need to do that. And it's almost as if Spirit is saying, okay, here you go. Do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? They're going to help you. It says one more thing is needed for that, and it's certainly on the way. I feel there's celebrations of some kind with family and others close to you about certain things. Is that for everybody? Probably not, but I feel that a lot of you are going to have a reason to celebrate. It's going to be like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm looking for happiness out there and it's in here, right here. It always has been. Or maybe family is going to talk and make a balance. They're going to hear what you're saying. I just feel really strongly about that. There's going to be some family celebrations. Hard work is paid off for a lot of you. It says, some of you have realized that work isn't everything. You know, maybe there's more, you should have more time for yourself. That's difficult. So many people get stuck in, I have to work, and yes, maybe you do. But don't forget that you have family. Those of you that have family at home are really missing you while you're gone and wanting to be with you. And I know you're tired. I heard some of you are tired, but you know, make time, because the time for your kids, if there are kids involved, they grow so quickly that you don't want to have regrets of not spending enough time with them. It says a lot of you are going to take some more time for yourself. Even you should take more time for yourself, excuse me. And it says that even if you take time to daydream, okay, or you meditate, or you pray, or whatever it is, make sure you take time to hear the rest of the story or see the rest of the picture, because we're all of us, myself included, we get so busy that we forget 10 minutes to ourselves, you know, or 15 or whatever. Even if it's 5 minutes, it's something. So take a little time to just be with yourself, if you would, and you're going to see a big difference in your attitude. Because when you can get up in the morning, or whenever you can do this, and you can have that attitude of gratitude, it really makes a difference for yourself and those around you. Changes are coming. Those of you that ask for change, remember, sometimes when things are falling apart, they're really getting ready to fall into place. And I see some of you are going to have some turmoil here, but you've asked for it. So if you've asked for it, let the story be written. Don't rewrite the story. So many times people will say, oh, I want change, and then change comes and it's disrupting, and then they don't want it anymore. I've done that myself, so I get what you're doing. It says those of you that have had a little trouble in a relationship and that have worked on that, you're going to see improvement there. So I feel really good about this month for you, Aries. I hope that a lot of your answers come to you. I appreciate your dropping in. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss, and we'll see you next month, Aries.